Hi guys, welcome to this video. In today's video, we want to cover the very basic concept of Bootstrap to the advanced concept of Bootstrap, and we'll go as far as doing projects with Bootstrap. I've already created a folder in my computer, so if you've not done so, you just have to create a folder which will be your working environment. Then you follow along with me. All right. Let's open the folder in Visual Studio Code. I'll be using Visual Studio Code as text editor to work around this project. If you don't have Visual Studio Code installed on your system, do well to look at my video out. The link will be on the description box below to install Visual Studio Code on your system. Alright, so to work with Bootstrap, we'll first of all need to create HTML page any HTML page, then we'll work with the Bootstrap alongside with it. All right, if you have any other text editor to work with, you can as well use it. But in these tutorials, we'll be using Visual Studio Code. At the time of recording this video, we have the latest Bootstrap release as 5.2. So we'll be working with Bootstrap 5.2 as of now. Yes, Bootstrap is JavaScript and CSS framework that helps in fast development of web application. Bootstrap is mostly known for its responsiveness when it comes to web development, so it helps you to develop a fully responsive application which will adapt to different devices screen as well. So when you developing a project, it's important to take responsiveness into consideration. All right. So here is Bootstrap official website. To get here, you look for Bootstrap, search on Google Bootstrap 5 up here. You just take that. We have 5.0 here, but we want to work with 5.2. So you can open this Bootstrap 5.2, you get to this. All right. The differences in the version is based on the update. Bootstrap has brought in new features and new ways of doing things in Bootstrap. So it's to be of a very good importance that you follow along with the new version of Bootstrap. All right. So first of all, Bootstrap, as I've said, is known for responsiveness of a website. By responsiveness, I mean your website to be adaptive to different screen sizes, from Android to um, desktop to laptop as well. So we'll be working with this Bootstrap from the very basic concept to the advanced concept. First of all, we want to set up a very simple HTML page where we'll be working with Bootstrap. So to do so, from these documentations of Bootstrap, right, we can see that Bootstrap have already set up, show you a clue how you can start Bootstrap, right? So what I will do, I'll just copy this and go back to my Visual Studio Code. Then I'll create a file. I'll call it project1 dot html. Then I'll paste this here. Look for paste what I copied from Bootstrap. If you don't know about HTML, I'll drop the link on the description box below so you follow along with the basic introduction to HTML in my YouTube channel. So this is the very basic concept and this is the Bootstrap link, right? the online link. Before we proceed, there are two ways you can connect to Bootstrap. Either you use the CDN, which is the online link given to you to link to Bootstrap, or you download the Bootstrap and host it in your computer and use it. The main difference between using the CDN and the local one, downloaded one, is the CDN. The CDN will always require internet connections, while the one you download to your computer will not require internet connection. So I will show you the two ways in these tutorials how to go about it and how to work with it. All right, first of all, we start with the CDN, right? Okay. First thing, we just set up a basic HTML page that consists of the head. This is the head, and the body. This is the body, and as well as the entire HTML document as well. If you want to understand better about this, you check out my YouTube channel for HTML playlist. If you found this video useful for you, do well to subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified each time I upload new video. Thank you. Alright, so we'll just get this link and add it to the head of this HTML document, and we get the second link, right? And we add it to the before the closing tag of the body of the HTML, right? These are the positions where you can place each of the links. All right, so let's proceed. I'm just going to change this title here. I can call it um, Bootstrap Testing. Bootstrap Testing. All right, so here, so working with Bootstrap or Bootstrap rather. All right, okay, so once you do this, you can see that the link will be accessible through your internet connection. So you need to have your network enabled in your computer before this will work. And that is just the major difference between the CDN link and the one you downloaded to your system. All right, so we can check this site now. If if you have not saved this, you save this, or you have to enable autosave from your Visual Studio Code. You have to enable this so that when you type, it's going to save automatically for you. Launch this on the browser. This is the HTML file. So I'm going to open this with my browser. Cool. So this is a file. How will you now know whether the Bootstrap is working on your site or not? Bootstrap normally works with classes that has been predefined for you to use. So it's just for you to know how to use those classes and what they do, right? So you just call the classes. I want to test if this is working. So I'm going to call a class in Bootstrap to this head one, like text danger. Text danger is supposed to make this text red in color, or somehow red in color. So if I refresh this, you can see that this text has automatically changed. That means Bootstrap is being linked to my HTML file. This is online Bootstrap, right? Okay, so I can still do other things, like I can say bring a paragraph tag, like so say, hey, how are you? Right. So if we check this once again, we have this text right way, but to check if Bootstrap is working, I can attach a class of primary to this, or bg primary, bg primary to this, right? So if we check, we're supposed to have the background color that looks this way. So that means Bootstrap is now in your working directory in this your HTML file. All right, now this is online Bootstrap. So what if you don't have internet connection, then you just want to have the Bootstrap working on your system or on the project? What you need to do is you have to download the Bootstrap and host it in your own computer and work with it. So we're going to walk through the step now. Going back to Bootstrap site, documentation rather. So from the sidebar, we can see download Bootstrap. So you just need to click here and you will see Bootstrap compiled CSS and JavaScript Bootstrap. And you can see the source file of Bootstrap and you can see example and the CDN as well. So we're just going to hit on this button, download compiled CSS and JavaScript and JS Bootstrap, then we download it. So this will just download this for once. Any other time we want to use it, then we'll just going to use it without downloading it. So now the Bootstrap is downloading now to my system. Once it's completed, we're going to show you how to work with it and add it to your work. All right, the Bootstrap has been downloaded successfully, so I can get it in my working directory now. So what what I can do is I want to cut this, then I can go back to my working directory, which is full Bootstrap here. I can just paste what I copied here. I have the zip file of the Bootstrap here. Okay, so we need to extract this. Just need to extract this. Can extract here. Once it's been extracted, if you open, you see two files, two folders, which are CSS and JS folder, which contain the Bootstrap improper. The Bootstrap is already a predefined classes. So I want to rename this for, so the name will not be too long. I want to rename this to Bootstrap only, right? So this is done. If I can now delete this, I can now delete this, right? So now, if you go back to your file, you're going to see Bootstrap here. I've said already that Bootstrap is JavaScript and CSS framework that is used in web application for responsiveness. So if I expand this, you're going to see different files, different CSS files which perform different functions. If you open this, you see that it's a regular um, CSS file right away. So this what we'll be working with, and this I'll show you how to work with it. So now, since we don't want to use the online one because of network limitations, I can just remove this and this as well. So if we remove these two, if you go back to the site, definitely you are not going to see everything have gone away like so. So, but I'm going to show you how to link this file now to this Bootstrap. To do so, we're still going to use link on the head link as so. So dot forward slash specify the we just specify the path to this folder. So it will select this folder. First of all, we want to link the CSS, Bootstrap CSS straight away. So I want to link bootstrap.css as well. Now it's linked. Same way I can link the JavaScript. Remember, it's before the closing part of the HTML body. So I can use script. When you're working with JavaScript, you need to use the word uh, script to link it. I can select JS folder. Then from here, I can select bootstrap.js. So if we go back to the site now and refresh it, you can see that everything works well. So this one, you don't really need internet connection anymore because the Bootstrap is being hosted on your computer. Right way, we can do many other things with it. We can still do maybe paragraph right way. Then we have a class right here that will say text, e.g. alert, then alert, warning, right way. Then we just want to say take note of this, of this. Right. So if we check back again, we're going to have the alert straight away. I think you can see this very clear too. I can change from the alert to success right away, so you can see it. Okay, so this is how to set up Bootstrap and work with it. On our next video, we'll dive into the project. See you in the next video.